Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Dr. Shilpa H. Dhruvakumar. She is a gold medalist, won 5 gold medal for MBBS from Rajiv Gandhi Health University, and then she did her post-graduation in pharmacology from St. John's Medical College, and then she did the certification course in stress psychology from London. And now she's working as a professor, head of the department, and director of lab technology in Dayanand Sagar Medical College. Welcome, Shilpa.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
I know though you are a doctor and such a refined person, you are also an Adhyatmik Jivi, and you have the special blessing of your Guru. Please tell us about this Makara Sankranti festival.
Thank you very much, madam. With the blessings of my Guru, today I'm here to speak a few words about Makara Sankranti festival, how it is celebrated, and reference of some scriptures of what we do, the rituals in this festival. So coming to Makara Sankranti, as the name itself suggests, Makara, that is when the sun moves to Capricorn, zodiac sign. So this Makara Sankranti, that is the starting day of Uttarayana Punyakala. Uttarayana, Uttara means towards north. So the chariot of the sun starts moving towards the north. We all know that there are 7 worlds above the earth, and the highest being Vaikunta. So Vaikunta is towards the northern direction. So this is also known as Punyakala. It is also believed that this is the daytime for all the gods and demigods, Indra and all his consorts. So since it is the daytime, we all, as we know, Bhishma Charyaru, he waited till Uttarayana Punyakala to give up his life. He was an Icha Marani. He would die. He had a boon that he can die when he wished for death.
So nobody could kill him. Nobody could kill him until he decided himself to leave his body. And that was the Icha Maradi. Yeah.
Yes. And when we see weather or climatic wise also, all this Dakshinayana, that is 6 months of, maybe rain and winter season, transforms into a spring, into the joyous spring. So that is also another reason why this is called as Punyakala. So this day, Makara Sankranti, signifies the change in the direction of the movement of the sun. That is why it is known as Makara Sankranti. So it is a 3-day festival. It is celebrated across the nation. It is known by different names in different states. In Tamil Nadu, they call it Pongal. Karnataka, we call it Makara Sankranti. So the previous day of this Makara Sankranti is known as Bhogi festival or Bhogi Habba.
In Andhra Pradesh, they call it as Bhogi and they have a very grand function. Yes.
Yes. In fact, Bhogi is celebrated with more grandeur than Makara Sankranti in some places.
Yes.
In Karnataka also, we celebrate this Bhogi by burning away the old things, which signifies transformation, forgetting all our, unwanted or bad experiences or things in life, leaving behind
Shilpa,
them.
it is not only the old things, old memories, bad memories, and the, bad blood that we have in the mind, all that has to be shed, So go for fresh spring and then welcome the wonderful life in the future. Yes.
Definitely, ma'am. We burn all the old things, and there is a ritual called Kari Eriyodu, that is with this puffed rice and the sugar candies. We, actually pour it on the girls who are less than 5 years of age. It is an excitement for them also. A beautiful concept of inclusivity, because children usually, they get bored very easily. So these kind of rituals we see in each and every festival of our Sanatana Dharma. Inclusivity, including them. So we do this ritual on the
Not only that, the girls are dressed very nicely, and then with the Langa, Davne and all, they go to all the places, the friends and the neighbors, and Ellu Birodu. They take
Yes.
Ellu Bella and go and give it to each one. So that way, the harmony, the social well-being, and then the well-being is much better. Otherwise, today, the children are spending more with the mobile, and as a result, what happens is they are cut off from the society. I think our festival makes these people who are cut off to come back to the society, because when we have a good relationship with the neighbors and the friends and the family members, and that's how one has to live, and even the heart attacks are much less when we live as a Sangajivi with the good harmony with the surrounding people. And apart from that, the Yellow Bella, the combination of season and the jaggery, this is the best combination but scientifically also, because the yellow, it has got a trace elements like calcium, magnesium and selenium, and those are extremely good, and it has a zero cholesterol, and it reduces the LDL cholesterol in the body, and it has got the oil which makes our face glow, our skin becomes very nice. In the winter, whatever the dry skin is there, that becomes better. So we can use the yellow enne as well as the yellow for eating, and then you can have like a laddus, and also like yellow bella and kobri, the combination of the three for giving, and the jaggery is extremely good. So that's why we call it the yellow bella birodu. That means we are giving to the yellow bella to all the people, and the bella has got it is very rich in iron, calcium, magnesium, selenium, and more than that, it gives the ready energy, and it has got no impurities, and that's how we know our health becomes better. So instead of giving sugar, what has come as the sugar candy or the sugar achu, instead of that, let us maintain the old tradition, which is very healthy for everyone.
Yes,
Yeah, please
madam,
go ahead.
definitely. So that is done on the main day of Makara Sankranti, the following day of Bogi. As you said, the usage of sesame seeds and sesame oil is particularly, advocated on this day. It is mentioned in a scripture called Nirnaya Sindhu. Our viewers can Google it. It is available online. All the festivals, the rituals are mentioned in that book. So that is a reference document for this. So this sesame seeds, as you told, it has a lot of health benefits. Not only that, even the oil, it is written that we need to take bath with sesame oil on this day. So even the oil nourishes the skin. And evening times and morning also, they put rangoli, colorful rangoli in front of the houses. And evening we go to distribute this yellow and jaggery. As you said, jaggery is a very, very good ingredient here for health, and it emphasizes on community living, community cooperation,
harmony.
So social harmony, because on that day, whatever rivalry is there, we need to forget, and we need to go. Yes, and we need to go and distribute this mixture. We do it,
everyone,
far and wide, everybody, our friends, our families, irrespective of anything we have in our mind. That is why on Bogi we burn all that. And the next day we go and, distribute this healthy and sweet, tasty mixture, so that, the arrival of spring in the weather, as it's a metaphor that even in our minds, the spring should be there. The spring of health, harmony, and community living. Instead of competition, it's a festival which advocates collaboration. Now we say, instead of don't compete, focus on connectivity, focus on collaboration. But our festivals from Sanatana, in the Sanatana Dharma, from, ages have been advocating the same thing. Collaboration, connectivity through these festivals. It's a beautiful concept, I think, when we see that as a metaphor beyond what it actually signifies. It is a really, really wonderful thing. We pray our Ishtadevate and also Surya, Lord Surya. We worship each element of nature as God.
Because every activity in this world is because of the sun. And without sun, this world, the earth is gone, and we cannot survive. Whether it is the leaves or the production of oxygen, or the grains or the food grains. And every festival, and this, it is also called as a Suggi, or the festival of harvesting.
Harvest.
And
Yes.
that harvesting, when we harvest very good harvest, and that is good, indicates of samruddhi or the growth. And that's how, that this festival mentally, physically, and socially, on top of that, the divine cosmic energy, we imbibe that. And the old and the young, everyone is involved in this, right from the children to the old people. Everyone enjoys this festival. And when we give something sweet and good and healthy thing, we are wishing for their health, and in turn they are also giving to us, and it is a beautiful concept. Yeah.
Definitely, ma'am. To add on to this, we worship nature here. It's a thanksgiving
Yeah,
through nature
correct.
to the God.
Correct.
Nowadays, the concept of sustainability is coming, but this has been imbibed in our
For
dharma.
thousands
We
of years.
worship, yes, we worship nature. We consider each element of nature as a form of God, be it the sun, be it the water, be it the trees. So I think this festival amalgamates everything, harmony, community living, collaboration, health, and also worshipping nature or sustainability. Although it is a harvest festival, I think there are so many elements to this Makara Sankranti over a period of 3 days, what we celebrate to live in harmony as the spring comes. Maybe in all these aspects, even our lives will become like spring, joyous, and when we get the social support, when we are healthy, so there
Yeah.
is nothing more what is required in life. So I
I
think
know.
this
And when you said
festival,
healthy, I remember in North Karnataka with the bajra, or what you call it sajje, we make the bakri or the roti. And that, we put yellow or the seasoning on that, the white and the black, and with the, yellow chutney, and even flaxseed chutney, and all the groundnut chutneys, they are all, rich in nutrition and protein. And apart from that, the peas and the pachadi from that, that is also very good. So you have the fat from the sesame, and then millets from the bajra, and then all these things, rich in protein and fiber, and extremely good for heart and also for the body. And that's why it is so healthy, So instead of going for the junk food, we must go back to our traditional food, and that is very nice. Yeah.
definitely, ma'am. And to add on, we also prepare pongal, the main dish.
Yes.
That is why it is known as pongal. And I think health benefits of pongal or khichdi, everybody here knows.
Yeah.
So this is a
And that too
festival.
with the black thing, no, pepper. That is
Pepper,
very good for digestion
ginger,
as
yes.
well as the immunity. And also when the sihi pongal, sweet pongal, in that the jaggery is added, and then the horse gram also is added. So that becomes very good for the health. Yeah.
Definitely, ma'am. So beyond seeing this Makara Sankranti just as a festival, I think we need to see it as an occasion to maintain and improve our health, an occasion to make new friends and sustain the old ones, forget all the bad things or evil things, and move on, to a new,
With the freshness and to the
yes,
more
new
enthusiasm
freshness,
and a
new
good
energy.
harmony. And that
Yes.
is so very wonderful. So thank you very much, Shilpa, for explaining so beautifully, See, our festivals, they are, they have spirituality as well as the science in that. And that is for the better society and the better living and the healthy society. Let us all wish the most beautiful and wonderful, happy Makar Sankranti to all our viewers. Thank you very much, Shilpa.
Happy Sankranti. Happy Sankranti, madam. Thank you.